The Toronto Raptors discovered new life in the draft in the past 3 years. No slam dunks, no superstars, no one player who can move the planets by himself. But they got better, piece by piece. They got better with small strokes, with patience. The big moves didn't seem big at all, they were all about maintenance, continuity. And the result last season was a 59-win team that was really terrific, right up until it was humiliated in the playoffs and broken apart. The Raptors are willing to consider offers for anyone, according to league sources, even stars DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. Rick Madenick, Toronto Star file photo. Now the coach is putting up a brave face in Detroit, and the Raptors are bubbling away with an outside chance to explode. Thursday night, they were a non-presence at the draft, no first-round pick to start the night, due to having to get rid of DeMar Carroll last year. Quiet evening. But the quiet may not last. League sources indicate that not only is point guard Kyle Lowry available, but that any Raptor could be in play if the return is right. Lowry, fellow All-Star guard DeMar DeRozan, anybody. It's not that team president Masai Ujiri is setting charges and blowing this team up. It's not shopping or a fire sale. What it does appear to be is exploration, and the possibility that that sweep at the hands of LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers fractured the Raptors in a fundamental way in the eyes of management. Dwayne Casey was fired after his 59-win year, but before he was nominated for Coach of the Year, later hired by the Pistons. Ujiri didn't have to do it. Casey was popular with the fan base and ownership. It was political capital, expended. Article continued below, but it's possible replacing Casey with lead assistant Nick Nurse was not the only major move the Raptors will make. There is an argument for going all in with this team. LeBron is up in the air again, weighing his best chance at a title and happiness, and that could mean a move to Houston or the Lakers. If he leaves the East, the clouds part a little. Boston and Philadelphia. Maybe running it back again would work. Of course, if that was the case, Casey might still be here. Lowry and DeRozan have blossomed in Toronto. They have become perennial all-stars, and DeRozan was second-team All-NBA this season, thanks in part to injuries to other star guards. But his playoffs were remarkably similar to past incarnations, and his defensive flaws were hunted more than ever in the NBA's new matchup economy. Lowry had a good year and his best playoffs, and thanks to reduced minutes he had never felt fresher that late in the season in his Raptors career. But he is 32 with heavy money yet to come, and when it came time to save them against Cleveland, neither star could do it down the stretch of Game 1, where the series was lost. They are the foundation of the most successful era in Raptors history. But things change. Since the big and secretive swing for Bruno Caboclo in 2014, there are still those in the organization who think that Caboclo might have had a better chance had he been taken in the obscurity of the second round, but nobody will ever know. The Raptors have done some exceptional work. They added DeLon Wright at number 20 in 2015, Jakob Poeltl and Pascal Siakam at 9 and 27 in 2016, and the stone-faced Og Anunoby at 23 in 2017. Add Fred VanVleet as an undrafted gem, and the Raptors added a young collective jet engine to a semi-successful program. Those four were enough to make Ujiri ponder not re-signing Lowry and Serge Ibaka last summer, and instead investing in youth. He went for it instead, and until the Raptors gave away Game 1 it looked like it might even work. And now this team has Lowry for 2 more years at $32 million a year, all dollars US, DeRozan for 3 years at nearly $28 million per year, and, unfathomably, Ibaka with 2 long, creaky years left at $22 million per. The luxury tax won't get calculated until the end of the season, but it looms. Now, Ujiri considers a lot of things. While his past is filled with big deals, he had been relatively conservative in Toronto, and patient with this era of Raptors basketball. He didn't change the core after the sweep at the hands of Washington in 2015, or after Cleveland swept the Raptors last year. He thought about it, but he didn't. He has tinkered, fiddled and, more than anything, invested. Players got paid here. Players stayed. Article continued below. Now the NBA is about to enter another seismic period of its continued evolution. LeBron is back on the market, searching for the combination to beat Golden State. Paul George is out there, and DeMarcus Cousins too. The NBA reorders itself every summer, in ways big and little. The Raptors have largely stayed on the sideline while the meteors collide. They have trusted this core. It hasn't been all bad. So now we wait to see whether Ujiri will find a trigger worth pulling. DeRozan's fidelity to this town has been admirable and remarkable. That may not matter, but maybe it should. Lowry is still, secretly, their best player. But neither has been great enough. Maybe there's road left. Maybe not.